As of the time I'm recording this video, the Acolyte trailer has broken records by having 177,000 likes and a majestic 519,000 dislikes. Congratulations to Disney for breaking such a remarkable record. This has to be the most disliked Star Wars trailer of all time, I'm pretty sure. And you know what? They deserve it for using this amazing IP to drive their stupid agenda. And anyone who still thinks that Disney cares about Star Wars, I urge you to wake up. I urge you to realize that Disney only cares about pushing agenda and getting a good ESG score for investors, for woke investors to invest money into their company. They don't care about Star Wars, and this show should not exist. When I was doing my trailer review reaction to this, I actually had not remembered that in the older movies for Star Wars, that Mace Windu said,
"A Sith Lord."
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
I do not believe the Sith could have returned without us knowing.
He literally said that the Sith would have not returned without them knowing. But now I know someone could say, well, he could have been wrong. Well, this could have just been there just to highlight the fact that the Jedi are arrogant or blah, 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 blah. But think about it. At the time that Mace Windu said that line, maybe he was wrong at the time that he said that line. But to try and insinuate that the Sith existed 100 years, because the Acolyte takes place 100 years before the Phantom Menace. So to try and say that they had been there 100 years before does not make sense. It can make sense that they were there at the time that Mace Windu said that line, but it doesn't make sense that something can exist for 100 years and you are not aware of its existence. It just does not make sense. This show should not exist. It breaks canon. And for those of you who say that canon is not important, this is why Star Wars sucks now. It sucks because Disney knows that there are some people who will gobble up anything that Disney is willing to put out. And I'm really irritated when I see these articles such as Star Wars, the Acolyte will reflect showrunner's own queer identity. Star Wars, the Acolyte showrunner Leslie Headland plans to have her real-world experience as a lesbian shine through in the show's creation. That's all they care about. It's just agenda, queer representation, black girl representation, strong woman representation. Nothing about the story. It's just representation and agenda. And I've seen some people being like, oh look, it's real Star Wars because they have so many lightsabers. Like, stop being like a 5-year-old. Star Wars is much better than that. And for those of you who are saying, oh, it's not going to be the Sith, it's going to be someone else. No. For those of you who are saying that that red lightsaber in the trailer is not for the Sith, it is for the Sith. It's probably going to be for the Sith because the showrunner has said that this Acolyte show is supposed to be, the story is taking place from the perspective of the Sith. They are going to be the underdogs. There are articles about this all over the place. So don't say that the Sith are not going to be here. They are going to be here. The show breaks canon. It's going to try and make the Sith look like this misunderstood people. But in essence, Star Wars has always been about the ultimate fight of good versus the ultimate fight of evil. And this show should not exist. Anyway. People are not disliking this just because, oh, it's a strong woman of color who's the lead. They're disliking it because it breaks canon. And it just should not exist. It's just there to serve an agenda. You should check out my first video of The Acolyte. I'll leave it here. Give me your thoughts on this show. I don't need to watch it to know that it's going to be trash. It's already been rejected by the fans and I'm happy about that. I'll see you in the next one.